What's up everyone, V here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Wolverine brown suit from Deadpool and Wolverine. You might be thinking to yourself, wasn't like 2 videos ago a Wolverine review? And you'd be correct. But this time it's different because it's the brown suit. How many Wolverines have they made from this movie? They are like, I'm shocked that, surprisingly though, not every iteration, because there's that jump scene with like multiple different universes, but I won't be shocked if we get every single Wolverine from that movie, because they are just milking the Wolverines. And I can't lie, I'm on that teat sucking as well, because I'm loving them. I feel like that was an absurd... Sorry, cough. My throat's a little sore still. I feel like that was a little bit of an absurd metaphor here, but anyway, this is Wolverine as he appears in Deadpool and Wolverine, but not the main Wolverine from the movie. This is that little 5-second Wolverine you see that's fighting Hulk in one of the universes that Deadpool goes to when he's trying to find a Wolverine. Can I make a bold statement? Now, there's going to be 2 bold statements here. 1, I have never been a fan of the brown suit. I don't know why. I've just never thought it was interesting. Whenever saw... Damn. There's going to be a lot of coughing. If you didn't see my previous review, I was out of service, because got sick, lost my voice, so my throat hurts, and I recorded a video before this, which is probably not the best because all this talking is really getting to my throat. Luckily I got some water. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, my bold statement. Never been a fan of the brown suit. Always preferred the yellow and blue. Anytime I saw it in animation or comics, I was just like, I don't care at all. But I can't even lie. It looked so peak in live action to the point where I think the brown suit looked infinitely better than this suit in live action. I'm not even joking. I hope if Wolverine appears again, he's wearing this suit. And I honestly now, bold statement, I think it's a crime that this suit appeared as little as it did in the movie. If he appears in Secret Wars or Doomsday or whatever, I hope he's wearing the brown suit. I doubt it'd be this exact suit, but man, this suit looks so good. It looked great in that 5 seconds we saw it. Looks even better on the figure. God, yeah, a lot of coughing gonna be in this video. But yeah, the brown suit just looks so good. And then this is coming from someone who is a brown suit hater. I never liked the suit, but man, it looks so good in this figure. Oh, I know they've been milking the Wolverines from this movie like crazy, but this one's peak. Whenever they revealed this guy, he was the only one really from this wave I cared about and I wanted to get. But I didn't think I was going to find him because my stores only had the damaged Wolverine or, what's her name, Cassandra? And I was like, man, I did do a video on this damaged Wolverine, and I do think this Wolverine is awesome, and I love him. But, I know I made the bold prediction that this is, I think, the best Wolverine out of the bunch. But I can't lie, getting this guy in hand, he might be number 1. I do have a few complaints. Not really with the figure, more with Hasbro. But before we get into that, we'll get into the box. Into the box? I don't really get... I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's look at the box. Got Deadpool and Wolverine 14+. So if you're a little 13-year-old, burn in hell because you won't be allowed to touch this. If you touch this, you will instantly burst into flames and be sent to hell. If you even dare think of touching this. Wolverine brown suit. Do like the little arrow pointing to it. Cool little logo. That but bigger. Hate the fact that they're bringing back the pictures of the figure for the side. I loved when it was concept art or shots from the movie. Really don't care for just a picture of the figure. I think that's boring. But yeah, you got Wolverine, which I've reviewed. Blade, which I'm be so real. Figure looks a little dodgy in person. Never seen her in person. Probably won't buy her though. What's her name? I keep forgetting her name. X13. That doesn't feel right. But I'm gonna say that. Cowboy Deadpool. I think Cassandra. Yeah, I'm gonna be real, I only wanted the Wolverines from this wave. While universe-hopping Deadpool's delighted to find a Wolverine variant who is wearing the classic brown and tan suit until he realizes he stepped right in the middle of a brutal face-off with the Hulk. I am sad we didn't really get to see that face-off. That face-off would have been legendary. But bringing Wolverine in here, he does he does come with a few accessories. I mean, he can't really come with much because he was in the movie for like 5 seconds. The only other accessory I think he could come with is the Hulk. But yeah, he comes with, of course, only one fist, but then one like open hand. I feel like these are just repaints of, I want to say, this Wolverine's hands, because I think this is exactly the hands that this Wolverine came with. And maybe even this Wolverine, I don't remember. But there are videos of both of them on my channel. Go check them out if you want. But this time it's brown and not blue. So hey, got the nice silver, which is nice. Again, he doesn't have anything to hold. On him right now, though, are the claws. They look really cool. One thing I wish they did, because it was a little cool thing, wish he came with an accessory where the claws had the little like Hulk face on them. It must have been an edit or a custom, because I thought this figure came with that. I mean, granted, they're probably misglued. Yeah, this one's definitely misglued the way it's popping out like that, but it's literally like shown in a way to where you could have put it on and it would have looked cool. But anyway, again though, that is misglued. His claws aren't supposed to be coming out like that. But yeah, and then he comes with an interesting accessory. And I say interesting because you might notice he's slightly inaccurate to how he appears on screen. He never wore the mask with this suit. Granted, I'm glad he came with a mask because it completes the look. But he never wore the mask, which is why he comes with this neck piece, some skin showing, and this little hood piece, which is super cool, which means you can pop this neck out along with the head. Say pop this little hood piece, maybe right there. Get the neck on. I think I'm doing this. Yeah, I feel like you should probably put the neck on. Then pop this around. I don't know how this accessory goes on. I'm gonna be so real. Then you get a cool looking unmasked head. Only problem is he doesn't come with an unmasked head. He doesn't come with an unmasked head when he never appeared in the movie with a mask and only appeared unmasked. He comes with the neck and the little hood down piece, but you don't get an unmasked head. What? You have to have previously owned this Wolverine to have the unmasked head, which I do have here, and I do put on, and it does look absolutely peak. The little hood piece is a little annoying, I can't lie. Now that looks absolutely peak, and is how he appears in the movie. I find it a little funny that he doesn't come with an unmasked head when this is how he appears in the movie. And again, looks great. Look at that. Because again, they nailed this Hugh Jackman likeness. This looks great. And this figure looks great with that unmasked head. It's just, I find it insanely funny that they gave him everything to have an unmasked head except for the head itself. Like, oh, okay, Hasbro. Good job. But that's quite literally the only qualm I have with this figure, because everything else is magical. This figure looks great. One thing I don't really care for is the head, though, because I've made it known in this video that I don't really care for when this masked Wolverine has like a blank expression on his face. Usually I prefer blank expressions and not like a crazy expressive face. But for Wolverine, I feel like he has to have like the growling look, and it looks great here. But like the closed mouth and the slight like gritting of the teeth here, I feel like just, I don't know, don't look that exciting. Also, for some reason, I don't know, the ball joint is so tight on the top of the neck that it just, the neck turns and not the head, which is interesting. But the mask still looks great, and I am glad he does have a masked head, although it would have made more sense for this to have an unmasked head, and for you to just take a masked head from a previous Wolverine, as opposed to what they did here. But I guess you want the full, complete masked Wolverine look, even if that's not how he appears in the movie. But still looks great. Love the texture. And then just getting down to the brown suit. This suit, it looks so peak. And where, like, I feel like the over-designification of this suit really made it look awkward, it worked perfectly with this one. I think just this suit just translates better to live action than the yellow and blue suit, because it just looks so good. Like, look at that. And you get to the belt, nice, and it even got the red belt too. The X in the middle looks perfect. Again, absolute crime that this suit only appears in the movie for like 5 seconds. He's got his arms out too, which is great. Got that painted as well to match. Coming down to the claws and the gauntlets, they look great. This figure just looks great overall. Some decent lining. It's a little splotchy in some areas, but it is what it is. Coming down to the legs, look great as well. Love the texture throughout. The yellow paint, little scrappy on those pockets, but beyond that, but it's yellow on brown. It's gonna be a little difficult. Pretty sure should there be brown there, or should it be fully yellow? I don't know. Then get to the brown boots. They look pretty good as well. And I don't know, just the boots are also more comic accurate, because this Wolverine had these boots, which I didn't really think much about. But then looking at this one's boots, they really just like, let's make the most beautiful, heartfelt, comic accurate design for Wolverine, and then give it 5 seconds of screen time. Like, the more I think about it, the more I get mad. Like, this genuinely should have been the look. I know the blue one's more classic, and I know I preferred that over the brown suit, but man, the brown suit looks so much better. Anyway, my ranting done. Articulation-wise, he's got some pretty great articulation. Dumbbell, as we've seen, but it is a little, gotta get it to work. I feel like this top one at least is a little stiff on mine, but you do get really good articulation. He does kind of like, since that dumbbell's really tight, the chin is like right against the neck, which is a little annoying, but you know, we move. And he's got, I feel like this is a newer thing they're doing, where it's just like a ball joint and then this little overlay. I feel like another figure had it, but I can't remember which one. Am I thinking of this Wolverine? God damn it. So you do get up rotation. Oh, I rotated that. Because then you kind of get like slight butterfly with it. But this is a lot more loose than most butterfly joints, I feel like. And again, be careful when you rotate it. It might genuinely just rotate this upside down. But then you got a bicep, double jointed elbow, hinge in and out with a rocker. Thinking I'm on the feet with a rotation. Ooh, out of it right here. Diaphragm joint, which moves really far back and decently forward. Diaphragms never move forward well. Rotation, side to side. Waist joint, which is pretty wild. Love that they're implementing waist joints with diaphragms now. Before, you would just get the diaphragm. But yeah, wish the diaphragms would get would bend a bit more, but it is what it is. Kicks forward, doesn't really kick back too much. He's got a little bit of cake back there. For the splits, can do it decently. Looks a little funky though. Thigh rotation, double jointed knee. Glad this one's knee didn't fall off like my first Wolverine's. This guy's knee just fell off right out of package. No boot cut, but the boots look weird. That makes sense. Up and down, and a rocker. So pretty solid articulation. I feel like everything you really need for a Wolverine. Don't know if you can get him into some weird animalistic poses. But also, I'm not good at posing figures, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, comparison time. How big is he? Bringing in a couple boys. Where did he go? There he is. Here he is next to my previous review, the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And even though Wolverine should be short as hell, he towers over the Mandalorian. And here he is next to Studio Series Thundercracker. And because I'm trying to implement it now, yeah, screw it. Bring this guy in. Here he is next to SH Figure Arts Iron Man and Blocky's Deadpool. I don't got the Blocky's Wolverine. And for some bigger boys, every time I say that, I want to start singing that one Arctic Monkeys song. And if you know that song, then you know ball. Anyway, here he is next to NECA Pennywise and Fontjoy Superman, because screw McFarlane. And for some more fun boys, here he is next to Iron Man and Spider-Man. Speaking of Spider-Man, I completely forgot that they revealed the brand new Day figures. I pray to God that Spider-Man fixed that hip problem, because that other figure looked so good, but that hip problem and the arms were so thin and so bad that every time I look at that figure, I'm afraid I'm gonna break it, so I never want to mess with it. So hopefully that new one fixed it. Also, that Hulk, great, but what is that face? Genuinely insane. Anyway, here he is, of course, next to Deadpool. Kind of wish we got a better Deadpool from the movie. We got all these peak Wolverines. Like, every Wolverine, every time I get it, I'm just like, this is a top 10 Marvel Legends of all time. And then the Deadpool was just like, so buns in comparison. Anyway, here he is next to previously mentioned character, the Hulk. This is, of course, a more chill looking Hulk, but when you get it from the back, you can get a cool little face off going. Let's get the claw up. You can recreate that scene and how awesome it would have been to see the Hulk and Wolverine duke it out, except we didn't get to see any of that. Maybe one day we'll get a Hulk versus Wolverine, you know, when they're both 90 years old, gray hair, walking with canes to fight each other. Maybe we'll actually get it. In the year 2057, Mark Ruffalo's 100 years old. Hugh Jackman is on the verge of death itself. We will finally get a fight scene between them. And finally, here he is next to the Wolverines. And honestly, I'm really inclined to say that the brown suit is my favorite. Even though I do really like this one. Oh, the brown suit just looks so good. What I want to do, though, is, out of curiosity, well, that's not, we're just gonna take the other neck, right? We're gonna take the other neck, because it's not stuck either, right? Okay, we got it off. I want to see what it looks like with this head, because I prefer this head so much more. Ooh. That's how he's gonna live forever now. I'm sorry, other Wolverine. I just feel like this mouth just oddly doesn't look like Hugh Jackman, and I feel like kills the vibe. Yeah, that don't look as good on this guy, but ooh. If this don't look peak, oh my god. Yeah, this is how Wolverine lives now. This is how he's gonna live forever now. Oh my god, this looks. Oh, that looks so good. Oh my god. What? Anyway, take a guess if I recommend this figure with the amount of glaze you think we'd be in Dunkin' Donuts right now with how much I'm glazing this Wolverine. Literally the only complaint I have is that he should come with this unmasked head and maybe an effect on the blades to have the Hulk in it, because I feel like that's an iconic shot and it would have been really cool to have. But beyond that, oh, I really like that. Honestly, do yourself a favor, get this Wolverine, swap the heads, put it on this Wolverine. You got the greatest Wolverine to ever exist. Oh, if, because I didn't do it last year, but if I said do, if I do make a top 10 figures of the year for 2026, this is a strong contender for number one. Oh, 9 out of 10, not 9.5 out of 10. I love this figure. Peak, absolute cinema, which I never thought I'd be saying for the brown suit, because my hatred towards this suit is immense. But dude, that is hard. Oh, I'm in love. I love it. This is peak. Get the Hulk back in here. They can have that face off. Oh my god. Oh. I haven't really messed with this figure too much before the recording, because I messed around with it for like 10 minutes, but since I've been sick, I've kind of just not been in the mood to like mess with figures for some reason. So I haven't really messed with him too much. So this is my proper, like, it's the longest I've gone messing with this figure, and it's so peak. Oh my god. Almost said 10 out of 10. No, you stay at 9.5. Highly recommend him. Anyway, like, subscribe, check out my previous reviews. This should be the last Wolverine, at least for a while. Unless they drop like a maximum series or whatever. Do they still do that? I feel like they gave up on that already, because people I think they realize people don't want to drop $60 for a hyper specific comic adaptation of a character. I feel like it should have just been like general look for character with a shit ton of accessories, not specific comic look. Anyway, hopefully you all had a wonderful day. Hopefully you continue to have a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful month, wonderful year, and hopefully we get to see more of the brown suit in live action, because again, genuine crime that we only got it for like 5 seconds in the movie. He better appear in Doomsday or Secret Wars wearing this look, or I genuinely will cry. And if he does appear in the brown suit, but they change it from this design, I will also cry. Anyway, peace. I'm looking at him again. It's so peak. It genuinely is so peak. Like, I literally proclaimed like 2 videos ago that this was the best Wolverine, and it's literally been dethroned. I mean, I feel like it was gonna, because I was really hyped for the brown suit one. Oh man, it's so peak. Oh my god. Okay, peace.